So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now when I uploaded the last video, which was about the 5 positive points why you should buy a Royal Enfield motorcycle, I told you that I'll be uploading a second part to that earlier video where I'll be telling you 5 negative points as why you should consider not getting a Royal Enfield motorcycle or you may want to avoid one. So in this video I'll be telling you 5 reasons why I think you should be avoiding getting a Royal Enfield motorcycles. Now make sure that these are not hard and fast rules in any way, and I'm not telling anyone that don't buy Royal Enfield motorcycles or they're bad or anything like that. These are my takes on why you might want to reconsider getting one, and these are like my suggestions and what I think about the motorcycle and the brand on a personal level. So yeah, the first point why you might want to avoid getting a Royal Enfield motorcycle is because of the fact that they are extremely underpowered. I mean, not extremely underpowered, but then for the segment they are in, that is the 300 to 400 cc segments. I'm referring to this particular segment in this video because the 500s have been discontinued in the BS6 upgrade, and the Himalayan, well, it's a unique motorcycle. So basically I'm talking about the Bullet, the Classic and the Thunderbird. So even if you consider the upcoming BS6 Meteors and the new engines that are upcoming, and also the old engines that are ongoing right now, the UC models, like they generate around 19 to 20 horsepower and with upgrades around 21 to 22, which is not great to consider the power out for the motorcycle. I know they're extremely torquey, 28 Newton meters, but come on guys, as times are changing, we expect a 300 to 400 cc motorcycle in this segment to produce at least 30 to 40 bhp. Well, maybe 40 is a too large of a number, maybe 35 bhp. So at least Royal Enfield could have at least up the power quotient to at least around minimum 30 bhp. Now according to the leaks that are coming out right now regarding the new bikes, this is showing a power output of 20.2 horsepower, which is really a sad thing to see. Like I on a personal level expected a much more higher power output from the models. So yeah, and then the bikes, they for highway cruising, the optimum cruising speed is 80 to 90, above which will be vibrated like anything. So yeah, like Royal Enfield might consider, I mean they should consider increasing the power output of the motorcycles, which will make it a lot more appealing. So with that, another factor which affects the top speed, I'm coming to that, the second point, which is the weight of the motorcycle. Now although I know that Royal Enfield is a totally metallic body motorcycle, but then as more and more advanced materials and construction technologies are coming out, like aluminium for example, so those technologies will eventually help in reducing the weight. Now because of a higher weight, it compromises on the pickup, the mileage and the top speed. So those are some concerns that you may have while getting a Royal Enfield motorcycle. Also because of its high weight, like my one, it is a bit modified, and with those modifications also it comes to around 190 kilograms, which is not that light. And when I'm riding in city traffic and a bumper to bumper traffic conditions, I literally get a whole body workout, to be honest, like my forearms, my legs. I mean, riding in bumper to bumper and chock-a-block traffic is really a pain in the ass, to be honest. And for shorter riders, that might also be a very big problem, because if you are not able to get your feet properly on the ground, maneuvering a Royal Enfield in traffic and in extremely tight places like a parking slot or something like that can be extremely difficult. So yeah, if you're considering getting a Royal Enfield motorcycle, please go to the service. Okay, no, that's my bad, not a service center, sorry, a showroom. Get a test ride of the motorcycle before finalizing the deals and stuff like that. So yeah, with that I come to the third and the most common complaints of all the Royal Enfield enthusiasts and the critics, which is the vibrations on the motorcycle. I mean, this bike, all the, like, except the Interceptor and the Continental GT650s, and to some extent oh, that's a nice cycle by the way. Anyways, so where was I? Exception of the Interceptor and the Continental GT650, all the bikes, they are literally vibrators on wheel. Like they are literally a 2 to 3 lakh rupee vibrator on wheel. They vibrate so much after 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. Like it will rattle you to the bones, to be honest. And after those speeds, even in like 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, the rear view mirrors vibrate so much that you can't see a thing in the mirrors, which is a very bad thing to say. So the vibrations are seriously an issue. In the new and upcoming models, they are upgrading. See, they have to cross the roads like this only. Like there the signal is there, they won't respect. Like the cops won't say them anything. They like penalize us for even minor offenses. Like I got a speeding ticket for doing 60 in an area where the limit was 60. No, sorry, I got a speeding ticket for doing 63 in an area which was like the limit was 60 kilometers per hour. So they will penalize us for those stuff like 3 kilometers per hour, seriously? And like these people like cross anywhere and then they won't say anything. So yeah, that's really a sad part. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, the vibrations in the upcoming models, the Meteor and the new ones which they have upgraded to SOHC and then air cooling, and the engines have been upgraded a lot from the previous generation UC engines. So yeah, I have extremely high hopes from those engines that the vibrations will be reduced to a very great extent, and once they are launched, the vibration levels are really what needs to be seen, like whether Royal Enfield has really upped their game or are they still lagging behind the crowd. Now if we consider the Interceptor and the Continental GT, they are parallel twin engines and they're extremely smooth. Like they don't have any vibration, like every bike has vibrations, but then they have very minimal vibrations compared to other Royal Enfields. And some big media houses have also demonstrated the fact they are so smooth by placing cups filled with water and coffee on the tanks and then revving the shit out of them. So yeah, you can basically get the point. Like, so they are butter smooth. Like those bikes are extremely non-Royal Enfieldish, I'd say. With that, come to the penultimate point as to why you should not consider getting a Royal Enfield, which is the questionable electricals. I know this is a bit of a hit and miss point. Like the electrical factors depend a lot on the maintenance, how the owner maintains the bike. But in my case, I maintain my bike quite well. Like I get periodic services and then I work on stuff at my home which I know. But then someday my headlight blows out, my indicators blow out, my tiger eye lamps blow out, and then sometimes the starter motor won't turn over. So stuff like that. I mean, Royal Enfield should seriously consider upgrading the electricals on the motorcycles. Like that is a real bummer. I mean, I've come across so many people whose starter motors have gone out like after what 30,000 or something kilometers, and then right now my bike's right side tiger eye lamp and the rear indicator is not working on the right side. So yeah, I'll be giving my bike for servicing really soon, and then I hope to get those issues resolved. But then this is a really pain in the ass, to be honest, these electronic issues. So yeah, Royal Enfield, if you are seeing this, please work on your electricals. I know the Interceptors and all, they have excellent electricals, but then the other models should also get the same treatment, right? Now coming to the final point why you might want to avoid getting a Royal Enfield is the lack of hardware and equipment on offer. Guys, if we consider the competition at this price point, they offer a lot of gizmos. Now I know Royal Enfield appeals to a crowd which is interested about the old world charm of riding, and they don't care a lot about upgrades and modern equipment and stuff like that. But here is the thing, the automotive world is changing day in and day out. Like it is changing at the speed of light, and stuff like a conventional fuel gauge, LED setup for the lights, these things, they are not luxuries anymore, they're necessities in the day-to-day life. And then on the Royal Enfield models, the new one also, they get a low fuel indicator, and then I know that shows like when the fuel level goes out, but then they should obviously consider giving a proper fuel gauge. I know they are upgrading it to the proper fuel gauge in the new Meteors and stuff like that. So kudos to Royal Enfield for doing those upgrades and listening to its customer base actually, which is a very good thing for a brand to do. So yeah, so let's see how it turns out. Also at this price point, I'm not telling them to give like 6-axis IMU and traction control and wheelie control and slide control and stuff like that. No, that shit is not necessary for this motorcycle at all. But then yeah, basic upgrades like a LED setup, those will really be helpful in the motorcycle's lifespan. Like it will really help the rider in achieving a greater pleasure from their rides. So those are my takes on why you might want to avoid considering getting a Royal Enfield motorcycles. Now be forewarned, I'm not telling in any way that those are bad motorcycles. I myself ride a Royal Enfield for a very long period of time, like it's almost 3 years or more, and I really enjoy my motorcycle. And as I keep telling in all my videos, that no bike is perfect, every bike has a specific purpose. Like even a Ducati Panigale, which is one of the pinnacle of motorcycle technologies, they are bad on mileage, they are bad for day-to-day use. And even a Splendor, which is not at all technically advanced, it is the most backward motorcycle. Okay, no, I'm not saying it in an offensive way, but I'm saying that it doesn't have a lot of technical gizmos. So yeah, that is also very good for day-to-day city traffic. So every bike has a different purpose. If you want to get it, Royal Enfield is an amazing brand with amazing history, and they have amazing production. So go out there, check out the bikes for yourself. If you love it, just go for it. It will give you a feel like no other motorcycle. So yeah, if you watched till this point, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be coming out with more such videos in the near future. And I have also included a link in the description down below to my Amazon storefront, where you can check out some really amazing bike modification stuff, and for Royal Enfields and other motorcycles as well. So here, this is the Belgode Expressway, and I'll be stopping at the A1 Tea Center, which is one of the best for some tea. So till we meet next time, thank you for watching the video. Stay safe, always wear a helmet, and goodbye.